What is going on, you guys? Welcome to my channel where we talk all things money, real estate, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. In today's video, we're going to be talking about real estate. If this is your first time on this channel, my name is Anthony. I'm a 24-year-old entrepreneur / real estate investor. Today, I'm going to show you how possible it is to make $10,000 in 15 days. If you watch this video, you will leave with an exact step on how you can make $10,000 with absolutely no money down. So I highly recommend you watch this entire video. Let's get into it. So the way that you can make $10,000 in 15 days is through wholesaling real estate. You might be asking, what is wholesaling? The definition that I can put this in is you get a property under contract and sell that contract to an end buyer who is willing to pay more than you. You are literally just selling them that contract, which gives them the right to purchase that property. Let's say you get a property under contract for $90,000. You then find an end buyer who's willing to purchase that property for $100,000. They are willing to pay $10,000 more for the rights to be able to purchase that property. And that's going to be what's called an assignment fee. So in this case, the assignment fee is $10,000. An assignment fee is the difference between what you're selling the contract for and what the contract is being bought for, and that's your profit. The great thing about wholesaling is that anybody can do it. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need any credit. You don't even need to buy that property. You are literally just finding motivated sellers that need to sell their property, putting it under contract, and selling that contract to an end buyer who is willing to pay more than you for a profit. Now, comparing this to fixing and flipping properties, the process is much quicker, which means a quicker profit. Although the profit dollar amount may be less, it will take you less time than the process of fixing up a property and getting it sold, which can take up to 4 months. Whereas a wholesale deal can be closed in as little as 7 to 14 days. A software that I personally use and prefer is PropStream. Disclaimer, this is not a sponsored ad. This is what I just personally use and what I prefer. PropStream allows you to search up and find motivated sellers by filtering through pre-foreclosures, vacant, liens, and much more. It also allows you to pull up accurate information from the MLS, like comparable sales or comps. Typically, owners with properties that are vacant could be motivated sellers. The longer the property is vacant and empty, the longer they have to continue to pay for that property. Another good filter to target are pre-foreclosures. People in the pre-foreclosure process need to sell, otherwise they're getting foreclosed on. After you've got your list of results, you're going to want to skip trace these sellers. Skip tracing means that you are simply paying to get their contact info, such as their phone number or email. Skip tracing on PropStream only costs 12 cents each, so it's very affordable. If you guys are getting any value in this video, please do me a favor, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Each and every one of you who do so will help this channel out tremendously and help reach more people like yourself. And if you want to be notified every time that I post a new video, hit that notification bell. I'll be posting 2 new videos every week. Thanks guys, let's get back to it. Now before you can make an offer after calling the seller, you need to find out what the property can sell for. That is called the ARV or after repaired value. You don't want to blindly make an offer without knowing any numbers. So what you want to do is look at comps and see what similar properties are selling for in that area. Next, you need to figure out what your max offer will be. And to find out what your max offer will be, you can use this formula called the 70% rule. The 70% rule is used by many seasoned investors. To calculate using the 70% rule, you take the ARV, multiply by 70%, minus the rehab, and that is usually the max offer an investor is willing to pay. So in order for you to wholesale and profit from this deal, you need to take the profit you want to make and subtract it from that max offer formula. For example, let's say you have an ARV of $150,000 and the property needs $20,000 in rehab. 70% of $150,000 is $105,000, minus the rehab is $85,000. So now you know the max an end buyer is willing to pay is $85,000. And let's just say you want to make $10,000 from this deal. That means you would need to lock up the contract with the seller for $75,000 and sell it for $85,000 in order to make that $10,000 profit. When talking to the seller, be friendly and make it a conversation, not an interrogation. Get their name to break that barrier and use it repeatedly. Introduce yourself. You can say something like, "Hi, my name is Anthony. I work with a group of investors. I'm calling to see if you have a house or a property that you are interested or have considered selling. and possibly receive a no risk, no obligation cash offer. Is that something you'd be interested in? Or something of that variation? After you've talked with the seller and reached an agreement that will work for both parties, you want to get it under written contract. Typically, a contract has a due diligence or inspection period. And as long as you are within that inspection period, you can renegotiate or cancel that contract if you can't find an end buyer with no collateral. The inspection period is up to what you and the seller negotiated on. It can be as little as a day, a month, or longer. Both parties just need to agree on it. But during that period is the time you need to find an end buyer. Post on social media, Facebook groups, Craigslist, anywhere and everywhere. If you have a good deal, somebody will buy it from you. After you found an end buyer, you need to assign them the rights to purchase the property. This is called an assignment of contract. Once all that is complete, you need to wait for closing. Closing is when everybody wins. The seller gets their money, the end buyer gets the property, and you get your profit. It's a win-win-win situation. But always remember to do everything ethically. The seller is looking to sell their property and walk away with some money. Don't make them feel like they got ripped off at the end of the day. The end buyer, a fellow investor, is also looking to profit from the deal, so don't be greedy. They'll most likely do more business with you and buy more from you down the road. So that's why it's important to build a relationship with them. This is obviously a quick rundown of the whole process. If you guys would like me to make another video on a certain area of the wholesale process, comment down below and I'll make another video. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. I plan to give as much value as I can and make a bunch of content about money, real estate, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. And also, if you guys have any questions or comments about wholesaling, comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Also, go ahead and click that notification bell if you want to be notified every time that I post. I'll be posting 2 new videos every week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.